Hello fellow gamers, my name is Peter, I'm also known as Universal Head, and behind the camera is Will.
Hello everybody.
We are doing another battle report together. Will has come over from Australia to play some games and we're recording them for your edification and amusement. And today we are playing Moonstone. Moonstone is by Goblin King Games. It's not an incredibly well-known miniatures tabletop game, but it's a lot of fun. And they very kindly sent me this starter set. They've since sent me the campaign book, which I've left downstairs, called Arising, which is great, and also some new figures as well. So this is the first game we've played with 6 models aside, which is the recommended size for 2 players. It's a really good game. It's card-based, and you're going to see how to play it right here on this board.
Should also point out that this is the, as usual, first time I've played this game. Having just read Peter's rules summary 5 minutes ago, I'm perfectly ready and qualified to play.
That's because Will won't do his research beforehand, his homework that I send him before he comes over on holiday. And
actually I did. This is the only game I didn't download and read the rules for, because it wasn't on the priority list.
Anyway, we'll leave that bickering till off the camera. So rest assured, if we do anything wrong, it is Will's fault. I just want you to remember that. But we will do our best to get the rules right. I've made some very nice little summaries here of all the little characters. These, you do get cards with the game, but these of course are my redesigned versions because I redesign everything. We've got some lovely little miniatures. Moonstone or Goblin King Games makes these very characterful, lovely little miniatures with funny names. The whole thing of Moonstone is that it's kind of Jim Henson kind of feel, and that it's kind of quirky fairies and goblins and characters like this. Usually I play this on sort of, you know, a nice green swathe with a village and everything, but we decided to bring out the old grey terrain that I built ages and ages ago, and so it's a kind of a darker look to the whole thing.
This is the blighted zone of the aforementioned green.
Well, Will asked for me to bring out this terrain because we haven't used it for a long, long time. If you want to know how to make this modular terrain, by the way, I did a series of videos ages and ages ago, some years ago, and I'll put the notes to them in the show notes if you want to check it out, because I made this terrain from scratch and it still looks pretty cool.
It looks great, and there's things like this vast Shark's Tooth Mountain, and of course the lava pit, which glows in the most realistic fashion.
Yes. We've also got quite a lot of Games Workshop terrain. This fantastic Wizard's Tower centerpiece that I made up ages ago. Some of the old forest stuff, which is still really great terrain.
This is from what games is this
That's
from?
Also Games Workshop. That's a graveyard set.
From okay.
Yeah.
What was the game we played? We played that one with all the ghosts and everything in it.
That was Age of Sigmar.
Age of Sigmar.
That's it. Yep.
Yes,
this is a brand new character piece from the Thondian Strongpoint by Games Workshop. This beast thing here, and then we've got bits over here. Some of these are from a company called TH Miniatures, who make fantastic resin terrain. And I don't know where I picked up this Tree of Woe.
It's a Tree of Woe, all right.
Yep, I bought it on eBay, I think.
Oh, woe is tree.
And so plonked in. So all kinds of stuff happening. Let's show you how to play Moonstone. We're going to get started right now. Now, the game of Moonstone is all about getting the Moonstones. And the Moonstones are these 4-sided dice. And these are the things we're going to be getting for victory points. And the way you place these on the board is quite fun. You place them above the board like this in a fist, and you drop them. There you go. Well, look, they're all very much in the centre, aren't they?
Concentration in the centre.
Yeah, fair concentration. I was worried they were going to disappear in there forever and melt into the lava. This is real lava, by the way.
Watch your finger.
Yeah. Oh, so hot. So yeah, it could melt in there and disappear. Okay, they didn't really bounce too far, did they? That's all right.
Do you want to do a redrop?
Well, I don't know. No, they're pretty good.
Huh?
That's how you do it. It says 12 to 16 inches above the surface. That was about right. That's about a foot. Yeah,
that was more like 2 feet.
Yeah. Okay, so the number on the dice is the depth below the surface that these moonstones are hidden. So every time you go up to a moonstone and you do a harvest action, they go up closer to the surface, and when they're at level 1, you can grab them.
Ah,
isn't that clever?
It is clever.
Yeah. So now we've done that, we're going to roll a d6 each to see who is the gets the early bird and who gets the initiative.
Who gets the worm?
Yep.
I got a 3.
5. Okay, I'm going to take the initiative. You can have the early bird and put on the first.
Right. Okay then.
Well, he's looking at his figures here. He's got 6 figures. I'll show you who they are, just so you know who's playing. Well, we've got good old Doug the Flatulent, a great goblin mounted figure there. He's lovely. We've got Grub, who's this grubby guy. We've got the Vicious Midget. Swash, you've just put on the board. He's a new one. He's a pirate.
His buckler.
And Creep. And of course, Beaky Bobby. There he is. Over my side, I've got Eric the Squire, Flintlock, got a nice ranged musket there, Baron Von Fancy Hat, Friar Flavius, who's very good at spanking and divine intervention, not necessarily in that order, the Powder Monkey, oops, that's the wrong figure, that goes there, Powder Monkey, and then finally Peggy the Pirate.
Good on you, Peggy.
Yeah. So, have you set up a figure?
I have.
It has to be within 10 inches. Wow, it's quite a long way in, isn't it?
Well, these boards, as you probably know, so you made them, are 12 inches across.
Indeed. This is only a 3 by 3 foot area, I should point out. Okay, I'm going to start placing some figures. We'll come back after all the figures have been deployed. Will's got that look on his face that says, oh no, a new game. It's all brand new. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going to wing it and pretend that I know what I'm doing.
But miraculously enough, the rules fit onto 1.5 sheets of paper, really.
That's because I've made them to fit inside the box.
It's very clever, because normally with miniatures games like this, there's 2 full A4 sheets of rules.
Well, that's the great thing about Moonstone. The rules are very easy to pick up. The game is fast and fun. It's, you're not going to be spending hours and hours like we did with other games that we won't mention yesterday.
So how are you going to do it? So you've got the initiative, you've got to move something.
I do. Let's have a look at where we're set up, by the way. I've got Flintlock over here. Now, Flintlock is a soldier, and Baron Von Fancy Hat there is a noble, and Eric the Squire, who's in the middle of them, can actually increase their melee stats or give them energy if they're within 4 inches, because he's a squire and he's helping out the soldier and the noble. Right. So that's handy. Peggy is over there as well. She's got various abilities. She's got a pistol. We've got Friar Flavius over here on the outside. He's just good at bashing things with his club. Like that. And down here we've got Powder Monkey, who does some fun things. He can swig rum and also throw a black powder bomb, so that should be amusing. Everybody's going for the centre because that's where the moonstones are.
It's going to be a bloodbath in the middle there.
It is.
Okay.
I don't even know why we set up all this terrain on the outside. No one's going to go anywhere near it.
Has sort of forced everybody into the centre if you look at the way the terrain's working.
Now it's all about conflict, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it is. So what are you moving?
So I'm going to pick a figure to move here. Okay, we've got 4 turns to get as many moonstones as you can, because at the end of 4 turns the sun comes up and the moonstones disappear. So I'm going to activate Eric the Squire right here.
Go, Eric.
Now he has 3 energy. You have at the bottom a little wound thing here. This is his wound track, and this is the amount of energy he has, which is 3 to start with. And as his wounds go down, he gets less energy, understandably. So he starts with 3. He's got an active ability called My Hero. He can do that for 2 energy, so he'll spend 2 energy, and target soldier gains 1 energy or target noble gains 2 energy. So he's giving that energy to Baron Von Fancy Hat.
Oh God, it's good being Baron Von Fancy Hat, isn't it?
I know. Not only does he have a fancy hat, but he's got a squire called Eric who thinks he's
pumping
fantastic.
Him up.
Yes, he's going, oh yes, I am your hero. Well, I feel infused with energy. I'm going to get myself a
polishing his knob, so to speak.
Yes. So, Eric has 1 energy left, and with that, he's going to move with this wonderful little movement template that they supply with the starter sets, which are great, so you don't need to tape measure, because everything moves 4 inches.
Maximum.
For a jog action, yes. So, I can do it once per turn. It doesn't cost any energy, so he's going to jog.
Oh, this is the Squire. Okay.
This is the Squire. 1 to there, sort of 3 to there, so back to there. There he goes. That's a free action. And then he'll do spend his last energy for a step, which will just take him 1 inches and put him in contact with that moonstone. That's my first go. It's your go, Will.
Right.
Well, Will has moved Grub up to that moonstone. He's just moved 3 inches up to there. That's fine. That's a free action. So what do you want to do now? Probably a harvest, eh?
Well, I'm going to do a harvest, so I'll take off one of my cubes.
Yep.
Is that what a harvest costs?
1 of your energy, yep.
Okay, costs 1 energy, so I can reduce the depth value by 1, but it's already on 1.
So you've got it.
I've got it. What do I do?
Grub has his first Moonstone. He put it on his card.
Uh-huh.
Now remember that means that he can't do. He can move a maximum of 2 inches now because he's carrying this big Moonstone on his back.
Okay. So you've got to have whoever's got the most of them at the end of the game wins.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Yes. And if I kill you, obviously you drop your Moonstones.
No, surely not.
Yes. So slow. If you've got a Moonstone, you're slow. This model's jog actions are limited to 2 inches.
Okay. Okay, I'll do 3 steps back to here.
No, that'd be 3 energy. Have you got 3 energy?
Yes, I've got 3 energy.
Okay, that's fine. Right, so he's run out, grabbed a Moonstone, and run back again.
Mm-hmm.
And probably sort of going... So Baron von Fancy Hat says, I won't have some scummy little goblin show me how it's done. Outrageous. He has a free jog action of 4 inches, so he goes over there, and then he's going to spend 1 action going down to 2, another action going down to 1, and another action taking it.
Okay.
So I have a Moonstone. I've got 1 more action left. With that last action, I'm going to... Well, this actually costs nothing. I can do a rallying cry for nothing. 8-inch pulse. It's once per game. No, I'm not going to waste that. So I think he'll do a step. And that step will be towards another Moonstone.
This vampire guy, what's his name? Creep. He's going...
Vampire?
Oh, yeah, he's clearly a vampire.
Oh.
All of his abilities are to do vitality draw and incubus, so I'd say he's pretty vampiric.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he's got...
Because I'm a creep.
That's right.
I'm a loser.
He's going to do 3 to reduce that. 3, 2, 1, and take it.
Yep.
Peter's been vacillating about what to do already.
No, I haven't. I was going to take this Moonstone with him, but he's finished his go. So instead, Peggy the pirate is going to step up. She'll do a jog action to there. That's 1. That's a free action. And then 2 to 1 is 1, and taking it is 2. And she has 1 action left. And with that 1 action, she's going to just do a step up to here.
Bobby, who's got 4 energy, is going to do a free jog.
That's Stud the Flatulent. Actually.
Sorry, Stud the Flatulent.
Can't even get the names right.
It's hopeless, isn't it? And then he's going to go 1 inch, 2 inch, so that's 2 energy.
Okay.
And then he's going to use 1 energy to grab the cube.
Oof, gee. Never seen Moonstones being grabbed so fast.
And then he's going to go 1 inch.
He's got another one.
He's got 1 more. He's going to go 1 inch that way.
There he goes. He looks like he's going for this one as well. This is outrageous. There's going to be a lot of argy-bargy once everybody gets their Moonstones.
I reckon.
Yep. A powder monkey has come going over there and up to there. And he did a traverse action because he can do traverse actions for 1 energy less than normal people until he goes to there. He's getting close to him, and of course the powder monkey happens to have a thing called a black powder bomb. So we'll see how Doug the Flatulent deals with that.
It's going to be a big explosion.
It is. It might set off a chain reaction of gases.
That's right, next to a lava pit with no doubt large amounts of sulphur coming out.
Oh dear.
What could possibly go
The
wrong?
entire battlefield could go up.
Is it my go? Is he finished?
Yeah. He is finished.
Okay, I'm going to move.
This looks fantastic from down
Vicious
here.
Midget is going to go up to here.
Sorry, how does it go?
He's vicious. Okay, and
He
he's
just sounded like a slightly annoyed midget to me. Rather than
well, he's a
vicious
midget. What do you expect? He's going another 3 to there.
Oh, hello. That's it. In a bunch. In a bunch.
It's in a bunch.
Another view of the battlefield from Will's side, and Friar Flavius has just come over the ridge there, and there he is standing there looking very aggressive. I'll have you. Great shot.
Look at him compared to the angry midget.
Yep.
He's pissed off, that midget.
This could be some form of confrontation over this. He comes over the top and he said, "That's my bloody Moonstone. Get your hands off it."
Imagine how much that customised miniature armour must have cost to have made. He's probably paying it off for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
No wonder he's angry.
So Swash over here has just moved to the side of the barrels, and already we've got a feeling that there's some kind of unresolved issue between Swash and Peggy. They're both pirates, and they're on different sides. I think they're working something out.
Maybe it's a conspiracy.
Yeah, a conspiracy? What, a conspiracy of pirates? Is that a collective noun?
Probably is.
So, it's my go, and the only one I have left is Flintlock. He's over here, and he's got himself a nice musket, and he's very good at using it. So I think he is going to get himself into a nice firing position. He'll just move up here.
So predictable.
No, it's not predictable, it's ingeniously clever.
It's highly predictable.
Here he is.
Okay,
So
that's your go?
Nice view of the battlefield there.
Right, my go. I've got Beaky Bobby. He's just going to go up into here. And can he do anything? No, he can't do anything at any value.
Hardly see him peeking over the top of that barrel, can you? Those boxes.
You can just see his beak.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for me. I'm all done.
That's turn one.
Yeah.
Everyone just got themselves into position. So it's time for.
Alright, the powder monkey has come in here and now he's going to throw his bomb.
Alright, first he's going to do one step,
Well, he's going to do
which
one step.
is an inch, just so he can get within range. 1 step, 2 step. Then he's got 4-inch range for his bomb, so he's going to hit Doug the Flatulent here with his bomb, which takes 3 energy. All the rest of his energy throws it over. Now, so what you do here is this is an arcane ability, which are things like, you know, making shots and throwing bombs and spells and stuff like that. So what I do is draw a number of cards from the arcane deck up to my arcane stat modified by your evade stat. You have zero for an evade stat, so I'm going to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will, who is the defender, gets 6 cards. There you go. Now, for the black powder bomb, I need to play a green card of value 1, 2, or 3. The thing about this in Moonstone that's totally different from any other miniatures game is that I can bluff if I want to. So I can play a card and say, this is green 1, or whatever like that. And 1, 2, or 3 is the amount of damage I'm going to be doing. The thing is, of course, I can bluff, so Will gets the choice to either call the bluff or say, no, that's fine. If he says that's fine, I don't have to show him the card that I used, so he'll never know whether I bluffed or not. If he calls the bluff, if he calls the bluff and he's correct, I was lying, I show the card, shows that I was lying, he gets to substitute my card with one of his. So, now,
come on, call it.
And if you call the bluff and I was telling the truth, I get to make another attack with more damage. So there you go. So I'm now going to call the card, and it is a green 2.
Bluff.
A bluff.
Bluff.
You sure about that?
I'm sure about that.
Absolutely.
I'm
sure
calling
about
bluff. Turn the card over.
Yes, I was bluffing. So Will gets to play one of his cards.
I am going to play Catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
So that means that the attack happens to him.
Yes.
The
So
bomb goes off in your hand.
my model and all other models within 2 inches. So.
Oh dear.
I don't know.
Come on, that's definitely within 2 inches.
Right, that was absolutely devastating. Like the draw. So that just did.
I love this game already.
I just did 2 wounds to 2 of my characters, the Powder Monkey and the Friar Flavius.
So why 2 wounds?
Because the thing is, Catastrophe, this model and all other models within 2 inches suffer 2 wounds.
Oh, okay, it's written on the card.
As you can see, I had no green cards, so I had to bluff.
Yes, suspected.
So it would have been very amusing if he'd called that bluff and I did actually have the green card.
What happens to this Catastrophe card?
They all go back into the arcane deck.
They all go back into the deck, okay.
Yep. And that's it. That's very simple. No dice,
That's
cards
great.
only. That's it.
Fantastic.
The melee system is different, but we'll get to that a bit later.
This, what's his name? The Vicious Midget.
Mm-hmm.
Vicious Midget. He's within 1 inch of that. Do you have to be in base contact with that
You do.
thing? Oh, that's annoying.
So I need to spend 1 to do a step.
No, I'll just do my free
I can
dash.
do a free dash,
I'll
yeah.
do my free dash. And then I'll go 1, 2 to get it down to... Oh, Jesus.
Alright.
2, 1. And then I'll use my last energy to take it.
Can I just point out, New Zealand flies are really slow. I just grabbed that fly with my hand.
It wasn't a traditional kind of fly, it was some kind of...
No, it's a normal fly. I'm just going to chuck it outside now, but don't just grab it with my hand.
Showing mercy to flies. There he is.
Of course, it's very cold.
What's Eric the Squire doing?
Eric the Squire is out of range of his glorious leader, so he's going to spend 1 energy to do a jog.
You can't hear him
Can't
exhorting him, saying, "Oh,
Master!
Oh, Master, you're so noble."
So that costs him 2, and then he'll spend his other 2 to give his Master 2 energy. So Baron von Fancy Hat will have 4 on his own turn.
This is a very bad relationship they've got going on here. It's all one-sided.
No, because the Squire gets valuable patronage.
Valuable patronage.
Yes. By the way,
it's one way of putting it.
By the way, the Esoteric Order of Gamers has a Patreon channel. If you,
oh, nice segue.
Thank you. If you wish to support the Esoteric Order of Gamers, which is highly appreciated because I put lots and lots of time and effort into making all of these videos, and the more than 400 rule summaries and reference sheets you can find on the Esoteric Order of Gamers website at Order of Gamers, including
just like this one.
Including this one. All you have to do is go to patreon.com, that's Patreon, patreon.com/esoteric order, and you can join the Esoteric Order of Gamers Patreon community. There's a special Discord channel, which is really nice. People post photos of their miniatures and the games they're playing and chat. It's a really nice, friendly community.
It is, it's a very nice place.
Of people who like supporting the EOG. So if that grabs you, sign up. You'll get an official certificate as well. Back to the game.
It's a very worthwhile effort to sign up to Peter's Patreon page because, quite apart from anything else, the sheer scale of work put into creating all of these games and the miniatures and all the reference sheets, he said over 400 of them, the man must surely by now have lost his mind, but no, surprisingly he hasn't. It's quite incredible that he stays sane.
Yep.
But this is not helping him because he's just blundering about like an incompetent fool, like the noble that he is here.
Perhaps it keeps me sane.
What's his face on the horse? He's carrying a thing. He's going half speed, right? So that means he can only move 2 as a free move.
That's correct.
Okay. So he's going to turn around and go. And then he's got another 4, and he can move 4 inches with that, right?
Yep.
Okay, so he's going to run around the back
Where's
here.
he going? Cowardly, flatulent goblin? It's outrageous.
Okay, that's it for him.
Alright. Okay, it's my go. Baron von Fancy Hat has got energy to burn now. He's got 4 energy. He's going to do a free jog action. Oh, you've nicked off. That's why you did it.
Uh-huh.
Nah. Very clever. Didn't even notice that. However, there are other targets.
You are all viable targets.
Right, he could go over there. No, I'm going to move a step to do that there.
Okay.
3 actions left. Now I'm going to shoot my pistol.
Oh, you've got a pistol.
I've got a pistol, my friend.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, and there we go. He's going to go for...
There's no pistol on the figure.
Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it? He's going to go for creep, I think.
All right, fire away.
Let me go. So here we go. If we're going for creep, shoot pistol. It costs 1 energy, 8-inch range, and
I'm in cover.
Do you have any evade?
Yes, I got -1, and I'm in cover.
So basically, if any possible lines that could be drawn between the originator's base and the target space cross any other models, blah blah blah, it's light cover, and you can decrease it by the draw size by -1 card. If it's heavy cover, it means if I go to the center of the base and it covers cover, it's heavy cover. So it's going to decrease my draw size by -2 cards, which is pretty full on. I only get to draw 2 cards, and I've got to hope that I get the...
Yeah, but you're not doing anything else useful, so you might as well.
Yeah, but the problem is once I shoot my pistol, I have to spend an action to reload it.
Ah! You've shot your bolt, so to speak.
I'm going to go for it.
Okay.
Here we go.
What did you say its range was?
Its range is 8 inches.
Okay, so you might be able to get him.
Yeah, but he's sort of in cover too, because see, crossing an obstacle there.
He's in less cover. This guy's in full. He'd be in half.
No, there's no difference. If I draw a line and it goes to the centre of the base and it crosses anything, that's heavy, that's full cover. Okay, just to make that clear, if the line from my base to the centre of the target's base crosses any obstacle, then it's heavy cover, so I get 2 less cards. Now, do you have any evade stat for Swash there?
Swash.
Yeah.
Are you firing swim or swim?
Creep,
or swim?
I don't know. What's the evade?
Creep's got a -1.
Oh, what about Swash? Nothing. I'll go for Swash then. I'm going to absolutely go for it. You are stuffed. I'm going to do a blue 3.
Blue 3. I'll call bluff.
Calling it a bluff?
Yep.
You sure?
Will you stop doing that? God, this is not a game of poker.
Sorry, mate. It's a blue 3.
Okay, right. Well, you've got to take the risk.
Excellent. So that means, because he called bluff, but I was telling the truth, because I'm such an honest fellow and would never do anything like lie, that means the effect takes place as normal, but after the effect resolves, I can, if I wish, play the ability again at no additional energy cost, using the remaining arcane cards in my hand. I think so. I do X plus 1, so that is 4 hits, my friend.
Oh, wow. So I've got to write 4 hits off Swash.
And just letting you know, that's impact damage.
4, okay, impact
in case
damage.
you have any modifiers to impact damage.
I've taken 4 wounds, so I've lost an energy there. That's bad.
Ooh,
I'm down
nice.
to 2.
I'm not going to take the risk of following that up with anything else, and I'll tell you why, now that I've told you that I'm not going to do it. It's because I've only got a green 2, and I think I'll be pushing it if I said that this was another blue card. He'd probably call my bluff on that one, so I'm not going to do another one.
See the cunning stratagems inside the mind of the what is his name? Count
Baron von Fancy Hat.
Baron von Fancy Hat.
Well done, Baron.
Okay, yeah, nice shooting.
He's contemplating his next move. Let's look at 2 of the other models from the Moonstone range. This is Claudia Duvel and the Duchess, who are up here on the Wizard's Tower, just, watching. Well, actually, they're
Just chilling.
They're kind of having their own kind of romantic assignation on the Skull Tower while the battle is happening below.
Okay, what's happening below is Beaky Bobby is going to go doot, 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 over here, and he's going to heal. Actually, he doesn't need to because he can do it within 8 inches.
No. Do you stop carrying behind those blocks?
No, he's going to do 8 inch. So, target restores X plus 1 wounds. So, here we go. We need to deal some arcane carnage.
So, Will is using Beaky Bobby to heal Swash, who just got hit by my shot.
Laid on his wand.
Like that. This is played in the same way, except I play the 6 defending cards, or whatever you want to call them.
Opposing cards.
Opposing cards, that's good. And but we do it in the same way. So in this case, I'm just representing the chance that things don't go well.
Okay, I'm calling 3 blue.
3 blue?
Mm-hmm.
This is the great thing about this game, that you don't get in other miniatures games. Suddenly this little mini game of bluff.
But see, it doesn't matter to you whether I succeed or not. Well, there's no damage to you.
It's not damage to me, but
I'm
going to call it. I'm going to say it's bluff.
Nope.
Oh, curses! Damn. Okay, that means you can play again if you want to.
No ill effects for you. No, I'm not going to play again.
Okay. That's good. You get to heal 4 wounds.
Yep, 3 plus 1, so boop. It's back
Oh
up
no, that's all
strength.
the damage I did.
Yep.
Oh, curses!
I get my cube back. Thank you very much.
You just healed everything I did. Right, Friar Flavius is very annoyed by this vicious midget down here just mocking him. So he's going to move and he's going to go 2 inches away because he's got a 2-inch range weapon. And you've only got a 1-inch range weapon.
Oh, you annoying person.
Yes, I know.
How to pick on the vicious midget by making it clear that he hasn't got a very long reach.
With a bludgeon, indeed. So, if I deal slicing or piercing melee damage, reduce damage to nothing. So I have to use sort of impact damage.
Bludgeoning damage.
And I get a +1 if I get an impact damage. So this is going to be melee. This is how we do melee. It's kind of similar, except we both do it at the same time. So we draw a number of cards, melee cards, which is a different deck.
Oh, right.
There it is here. And these have all different types of attacks on them. Falling, swing, thrust, low guard, high guard, all these different types, things like that. And depending what the 2 people opponents play, you cross-index them on this and see. So depending if I did a falling swing and he did a rising attack, and it would change the amount of damage that's done.
No.
So you get a number of cards equal to your melee attacks. However, the attacker draws 2 additional cards because I'm great. So what's your melee stat for the vicious midget?
The vicious midget has a melee of 5.
5? 5?
Yeah, he's vicious.
5?
I told you he was
Wow,
vicious.
he is vicious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for you. I have a melee 4 plus 2 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could actually spend extra energy to get more cards.
Spend up to 2, I think.
That's called going for it. I can discard 1 energy to draw 2 cards. I can only do this once. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to spend an energy and draw another 2 cards.
Okay, going for the big swing with the bludgeon.
Yep. Right. So what we do now is choose our card and put them face down, and then reveal them simultaneously. A few other tricks with the melee system are you can play a single card, and then after you've played it, you can play duplicates of that card to do a critical hit. So if you play a particular card, you play another one of it, it doubles the damage. You play another one, it triples the damage. Some results have a yellow circle on them, which means you can do a follow-up attack. You can do another attack as well. Oh, the other thing is signature moves. This is a fun thing to do as well. Every single model has a signature move. So, for example, Friar Flavius, if I play a sweeping cut, I can call it a spank, which is his signature move.
Vicious Midget has, if he does a rising attack, he can do a groin tickler.
A what?
A groin tickler.
Oh dear.
Sounds
Spank
like fun,
and a groin
doesn't it?
tickler. This is starting to sound a little bit rude. However, my spank is not very useful. It doesn't do any damage. It just restores a wound. So I'd be using my turn to restore a wound. It's my special ability. I'd shudder to think what the groin tickler does.
Self-gratification going on there.
What does the groin tickler do?
It just does a lot of damage.
Oh,
A
okay.
very difficult to defend place.
So we shall both pick a card. Well, we've both played our cards. Will, what have you got there?
I've got low guard, which blocks everything.
Oh, that is really frustrating because I've done a falling swing. So a falling swing followed by a low guard. If we look at that, no, I'm sorry, mate. I deal 2 damage.
What?
It's a falling swing on a low guard does 2 damage.
Okay. So
And the alternative is a low guard and a falling swing doesn't do any damage. Fantastic.
okay, how do I read this? This card is...
Well, the first
Deal
one is
and
what
suffer.
you deal. The second one is what you suffer.
Oh, okay, so I picked the worst card. You did the maximum possible
Yes.
damage you could have done.
Because you
That's
did a low guard and I did a falling swing,
Yeah.
which can be impact or slicing. Obviously, I'm doing impact, so that means because of my special ability, if I do impact damage, I increase it by +1, so I do 3 damage. But wait, there's more. Check this out. There's another falling swing, followed by another falling swing.
Oh, this is going to be it.
So that triples my damage. That's 6 + 1 is 7 damage.
Okay, reduce all non-magical damage by 2 because I've got plate armor.
Okay, that's 5 damage.
If I play a falling swing, no. Again, +2 melee. No, if it's a giant, no. So what did you do? You did 7, so 5 damage.
7 - 2, 5. I've done you in.
Bloody hell.
Hey!
That's pretty savage.
Yeah, that was really savage. That was the perfect combo of cards. Thank you very much.
To think I had 2 thrusts I could have played,
Yeah,
which would have meant you'd have done no damage and I'd have done 2 to you.
there you go. Isn't it a great combat system?
It's a great combat
It's
system.
just brilliant. No dice, and yet so flavourful because
So
you know
he's
exactly what
Vicious
you're doing.
Midget's dead.
Vicious Midget is dead. We'll never have to say Vicious Midget again. It's just getting harder and harder to say, I can tell you.
Oh, God damn it.
One more beer and I wouldn't be able to say
No,
Vicious Midget at all.
Vicious Midget's gone and the Moonstone's back on the board.
Yes.
This is not how this was supposed to go.
Oh no, it's going very well indeed.
Creep here, outraged at sight of his friend, the Vicious Midget, being bludgeoned to death by this religious lunatic over here, has decided to cast an incubus spell, sucking life points out of the aforementioned monk, and he's called for a pink 2 attack.
I just have to point out, by the way, that fight between the monk and the Vicious Midget. Vicious Midget couldn't have actually done any damage to the monk because the monk has a 2-inch melee range and the midget only had a 1-inch melee range, so it was a one-sided fight.
Yes. It's sort of a competition between...
It's so hard. Every time we do this, it's like, oh, is he bluffing? Is he not bluffing? I think you're bluffing.
Ha ha, you fool!
Oh, that means you can do a follow-up. You can try it again.
Right, I can attack again.
Yeah, well, you can go through the process again if you want to.
No, I think not.
No, see, you might have got away with
another
pick one there.
No, but I've only got 3 cards. You've still got 6.
Yeah, okay. Well, no, it doesn't matter how many I have, as long as I have if I have a catastrophe, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well done. That means you suck wounds away from me and take them to yourself, which is really
No, I don't take them to myself. I take any wounded character within some distance, but there isn't.
How many wounds?
X wounds, 2. You take 2 wounds.
Oh, gee, now he's taken 4.
Really? What did he take the first 2 from?
What did he take the 2? Oh, I know. It was the powder monkey's bomb that blew up.
Friendly fire. Excellent. So how many wounds has he got left?
He's got heaps.
God, he's got lots.
Well, he's large and generously padded.
proportioned. You're not kidding.
He's got 8. Also, he reduces impact damage suffered by 2. That I don't suppose that was impact damage, was it?
No, it wasn't.
No, the bomb was magical damage.
It was an incubus attack. Do you think that qualifies as impact damage?
I love it says reduce impact damage suffered by 2. The ability is called natural padding.
Well, we've all got some.
It's generously proportioned.
Okay, it's your turn.
This is so annoying. Swash just came out from behind the boxes, grabbed the Moonstone that the vicious midget had dropped, and then has retreated. And the friar's just sitting here going, "What the hell? That was mine." Who the hell do you think you are?
Yes, you thought it was yours, didn't you? You fool! But it is not yours. It is man.
It is what?
It is man.
I'm sorry, Will, you had a problem there?
Yes, we just discovered you can carry more than 1 Moonstone.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I was told there was a Moonstone limit of 1, but it turns out there's no Moonstone.
I don't recall actually saying that.
Yes, you did.
No, I don't think
Oh, you most certainly did. But it doesn't matter because Grub here has the ability wormhole ability. He can put a Moonstone, brackets S, down, and then if he's in base contact with a piece of terrain, which he is here, he can teleport into base-to-base contact with somebody next to an obstacle terrain.
What?
Piece of obstacle. Yes, place this model in base contact with any item of obstacle terrain on the board.
Wow.
So he's going to do that, and he's going to come up and he's going to give you a bug spray in the face. Psh, psh.
Okay, that's really frightening. I'm over here and this thing just burrows up from the ground next to me and sprays me in the face with bug spray. And I'd like to point out...
Oh, I could attack you with my enchanted secateurs. That sounds like fun.
I would like to point out that he is actually... Look, he's carrying a little bug spray thing there, one of those old-fashioned bug sprays.
Yes, and he's got enchanted secateurs in the other hand.
Younger viewers may not recognise this object, but this is how bug sprays used to come.
This one here, yeah, with a piston you had to push.
A little piston.
Psht, psht,
yep.
psht.
We're old enough that we remember that.
That's almost before our time. We had spray cans.
Oh, we had spray cans.
But yeah, our parents certainly had those.
But there was certainly one of those out in the garage kind of thing, wasn't there?
God knows what toxic stuff they were putting in those things.
I hate to think that's probably why we turned out the way we are. Okay, so he's spraying me with bug spray.
I've got to decide what I'm going to do. I could attack you. Oh, no, okay, that's all melee damage generated counts as magical. Right, so it's bug spray or nothing.
Now, you're going to ask me what my evade stat is?
What is your evade stat?
It's 0, so...
Excellent. So I get 4.
Yeah.
And you get
6. I've got to decide whether he's bluffing or not.
And it's bleu. Bleu is the colour.
Bleu.
Bleu.
What do you reckon?
What do I reckon? What do you reckon?
You're spraying me. What are you going to do?
Oh, I'm calling blur 3.
Blur 3. Yes. Ha ha! You are bluffing, my friend.
Oh, no, I am not.
Oh, no!
So, it's not modified by evade stat or cover. You suffer 3 magical damage.
What the hell?
Yeah, baby.
Are you going to do another attack, follow-up attack? Since I called you bluff and failed?
Yeah, I might do that.
Okay.
So, can you call my bluff?
You can play the ability again, no additional energy cost, using the remaining arcane cards in your hand. A new target may be chosen, but the new target must be controlled by the same player as the original target.
And can you call bluff on the second attack?
Absolutely.
Alright. No, I don't think I'm going to bother doing that. I'm just going to give you 3.
So it's 3 damage.
3 damage to the gunner.
That is very annoying. Luckily it doesn't affect my energy. You've been doing very well with the cards. Curse you. Sorry, Will, I got initiative again for turn 3.
Rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1. Now, for some strange reason in this game, on the second round, the player with initiative gets +2, and on the third round, he gets +1. So,
taking the initiative is a really big advantage in this game because there's only 4 rounds.
Yeah,
so you keep getting the initiative for the first half of the game.
Yeah, for some reason, there is a luck bonus for someone who has initiative to continue to get the initiative.
Who just won the first initiative roll.
I'm sure there's a very well play-tested reason for that. However, I'm not going to argue because I got the initiative and I get to go first. Okay, for my first action, I'm moving Eric, the squire. He's going to do a free jog action over here to this lovely Moonstone here. And then that'll be 3 down to 2, 2 down to 1, and then grab it. That's his 3 full actions. We now have 3 Moonstones each, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
It's very equal. And if we get to the end of round 4 and we both have an equal number of Moonstones, we do another round, which is sort of a sudden death round.
Right, okay.
And what happens if we're a tie at the end of that?
During
this turn, if any player is ever in position of more Moonstones than other opponents, they win immediately. So.
Okay, so it's my turn.
You'll go.
All right. 1, 2.
I'm a bit disappointed in this constant strategy of you grabbing Moonstones and then running back behind those
boxes.
boxes.
Did you determine whether you can move through your own figures or between your own
can't.
figures?
No.
So I can't get through that gap?
Nope.
Oh, that's very annoying.
Look at this. Friar Flavius is just standing there boldly on the hill, looking down, saying, "You scum! Bring back that Moonstone. That's mine."
All right. You know what? Before I run away, I'm going to shoot you, you dog.
Oh.
What was it? It was 4, wasn't it?
What am I doing standing on this hill? He's going to shoot me.
There's a magnet on the bottom of it.
There's a magnet on the bottom.
Okay, I'm going to shoot pistol, +1.
Only 1.
Yep. 8 inches.
Have you shot it at any point?
No, I haven't. I didn't even know I had it.
An interesting thing about this game with pistols and muskets is that they only shoot once and then you have to do an action to reload.
To do a reload. Yeah, well, like most pistols.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's not a semi-automatic, let's put it that way.
No.
It's a blunderbuss kind of, breech loading.
Yep. There's a lot of pouring in gunpowder and poking down sticks and
Okay.
putting wadding and all the rest of it.
All that. So target suffers X +1 impact damage. You get reduced impact damage, don't you, fatty?
Yes, I do. I get -2 impact damage.
Oh God, it's hardly worth it.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Oh, I'll shoot the monkey.
I'll shoot the monkey.
See if I can get him to blow up. He's carrying a lot of black powder.
Yeah. Yep. As we've heard so many times throughout history, the cry from people in the middle of warfare saying, what the hell, I'll shoot the monkey.
I've got Arcane of 3.
Yes.
That's pretty crap.
I've got a -1 evade, thank you very much.
What, so I only get 2?
Yep.
Oh, hell.
Yep. I'm a monkey, I'm hard to hit.
You are hard to hit. It's got to be green, so green 1.
Okay, green 1. You are not bluffing.
I am bluffing.
What? I thought after all those bluffs that you...
You take 1 damage.
In fact, you're actually not supposed to show me that.
I know, but it was too much fun.
It's too much fun, isn't it?
Yeah. So you take 1 + 1 impact damage. That's 2 damage.
Yeah, but my impact damage is reduced by 2. So
no, the monkey.
Oh, the monkey! Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Oh, no! That's going to take me below a threshold here. I'm going to lose an energy.
Oh, my heart bleeds. Well, actually, yours does.
Yeah.
Excellent. Lost an energy.
Shot.
Shot the monkey!
Actually, hold on, I'm down 2 now because you've already done that damage. So yeah, I've only got... The powder monkey's only got 2.
He's only got 2. I've shot the monkey. Here he goes. Bam.
Shot the monkey tonight. Shot the monkey tonight.
Alright, it's your turn.
Shot the monkey.
Shot the monkey! Actually, no. Having shot the monkey, he's going back now. He's got 1 free move of 2, and then he's got 2 inches left he can go, so he's going to scuttle back to here.
Oh, he's got it. What the hell? Did you just do 2 jog actions? Or
no, I did 1 jog action.
Yeah.
Actually, no, hang on. Because he shot, that took 1, so he can only go there.
A little bit much.
He can only go there. So, in response to the grub's attack, Flintlock here is going to take aim. He just turns his musket around slowly, takes aim.
1 energy for that.
Spends an energy for that.
Takes a shot, shoot musket. 1 energy once per game, unless reloaded. It's a blue card, and if I hit you, I would do X plus 2 impact damage.
Okay, but I've got evade -1.
That's true. I've got 3 cards, but I get +1, so that means I get 3 cards.
Okay, and I get 6. What have you got, baby?
Here we go. I'm going to do a blue 2.
Blue 2. I think you're bluffing.
You reckon I'm bluffing?
Oh, God, again!
Are you sure?
Yes, you're bluffing.
Are you sure? What do you think, studio audience?
They don't care.
Is Peter bluffing?
You're bluffing.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah, baby. That's great. So I can go again, and I'm not going to because I'm gutless.
No.
So
I haven't got any more blue cards.
that does 2. I could try it again, but it's risky. So that does 4 damage, my friend.
4
To that little grub.
4 damage.
4 damage.
Bloody hell! I lose 2 cubes.
Excellent.
That's shocking.
And I have 1 energy left, and I'm going to spend that 1. Unfortunately, it cost me 2 to reload, which is very annoying. No, I won't do anything. Well, I'll just make a step and just get in nice, a bit cozy with the noble.
With the noble.
Right, you're a master at running away.
And then he's got 2.
We're running out of time, folks, because this is turn 3, end of the next turn. That's what it's all about. Look at him. Look at his little
stubby, grubby
back
legs.
with his little wings and everything, running for that Moonstone. It's mine, it's mine.
Okay, it's your go. What are you doing?
So it's Friar Flavius is going now. He's very annoyed at Swash, who just took his Moonstone and then ran off.
It was never his Moonstone.
Yeah, and he's going to go, hold on.
Full.
So he's going to move to there.
Blue comes.
That's 1. And then he's going to, he's got a healing ability. He could heal himself for 2. I'm presuming he can heal himself. I hope he can. Well, that went okay. Friar Flavius has healed 2 wounds, which is pretty good. You'll go, Will?
Yeah, okay. Well, Creep's going to give you the benefit of a...
Creep. Look at him. He's so creepy.
He is creepy. I can suck your energy off you, but you've already used it. Okay.
Can't suck what isn't there. I might
possibly
edit that out.
No, actually, he's just going to... Oh, no, it's too much fun. I'm going to do it. I'm going to give you the benefit of the Incubus attack. Okay. I'm going for pink 2.
Pink 2. You, my friend, are quite obviously bluffing.
Quite obviously not.
God, I haven't got him once.
No, you haven't.
It's unbelievable. Are you going to go again?
Yeah, I'm going to go again. I'm going to go pink 1.
You are not bluffing.
No, I'm not bluffing.
Oh, phew. Okay, fine.
So you get 3 wounds.
So Creep just sucked 3 wounds away from me. Don't know how he does that. Just making ingratiating speeches about how slightly overweight I am.
He's a vampire. So now he's going to run 2 because he's carrying a thing and he's got 1 energy left. He's going to run to here.
But you stop carrying so much. It's very annoying. All I want to do is hit you.
Yes, precisely.
You keep running.
I'm using the Asterix strategy in Asterix in the Great Fight, where he gets put in the ring with the chieftain, Cassius Ceramics. He spends the whole first round just running around in circles trying to exhaust him because he knows he can't possibly beat him. So that's what the strategy.
And what happens in the end, Will?
Oh, they give him some magic potion and he goes boom, of course, and knocks him out of the ring.
Okay, that's something
Teeth go flying everywhere. No, it's always the same principle.
Yeah, it's always the magic
French
potion.
cheating.
Well, I don't actually think we can say that, considering we're Australian and the Australians just cheated the French.
Yes, that's true.
Submarines.
Yes, that's true. That's very true.
We'd like to apologise to all our French viewers for the atrocious actions of our now ex-Prime Minister.
Yes, our former Prime Minister.
Yes. We do not agree with him
Long
whatsoever.
may he no longer govern.
And we're very glad that he's gone. So, hello French people. Yay,
good riddance.
Anyway, back to the game.
It's good. It's a brief foray into international politics there.
Yep, you get everything on the Esoteric Order of Gamers.
Peter's just discovered that the powder monkey needs 3 energy to throw his bomb, but he's wounded. He's only got 2, so he can't throw his bomb. But he's going to run him in anyway. He's going to do some futile melee attack. Here he comes.
Another step.
He's going to try and jump over the barrier.
All right.
Beaky Bobby is going to heal Grub, who's within 8 inches.
Yes, he is. Don't you just love the fact that it took me tens of hours to build and paint this tower, and it just sits on the side of the board looking good?
It's providing a viewing platform for these 2 war tourists.
But it is just a visual thing, isn't it? I mean, as a game piece, it's not incredibly useful, but it just looks great.
It's not incredibly useful, is it? Well, I suppose if you had some... I think we have played a game where you had riflemen or something up on this balcony, didn't you?
Have we?
I'm pretty sure. Sounds like the
No,
sort of thing you do.
it's
You probably had a ballista up here, although it's not apparent how you'd get a ballista up here without some
I
sort
don't
of
think
crane
I would do that.
arrangement.
I don't think there's just not enough space to have a lot of combats on it or anything. It really is just a visual...
It's screaming out for a fencing duel.
Yeah. Or a
Swashbuckling sword fight.
romantic tryst.
Well, yeah, that too. A bit dangerous.
Yeah.
It's not a guardrail.
Imagine, darling, trip. Oh! Right, Will is trying to heal. It's a blue card. What are you going to play, Will?
I play blue 1.
A blue one. What do you think, viewers? Is he bluffing or not? Look at this face.
You buy a used car from me, wouldn't
Is
you?
that a face of the bluffer?
I'm a trustworthy gentleman.
I'm going to say, Will, you're bluffing.
I'm not bluffing.
Oh, curses! I'm hopeless at this.
You are.
Absolutely
I
terrible.
get 2 back. See, I could have bluffed. I could have said it was a blue 3, but that would have been hubris, and then I would have lost and not get anything back.
Right, you can go again if you want, because I called you and you told the truth.
That's true. I can. Okay. Blue 1.
Oh dear. You are bluffing.
No, I'm not.
Oh no.
So I'm back on full strength.
I'm curious why you're sort of running away when you've only got... Oh no, you're going to have 3 moonstones,
I'm
aren't
going
you?
to have 4
You're going to
moonstones.
have 4. You
Count
got an
them.
extra one
4.
there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, no wonder you're running away and being defensive.
Yes, that's right, because it means I'm going to win.
This is extremely frustrating. Will is continuing his run for the back row seats strategy.
He's got to grab the stones and go.
Yeah, he really is. And he's got an extra moonstone there, which his grub is about to pick up. So he's got 1 ahead of me. He'll have 4 when he gets that one, and I've only got 3. So I'm really going to do something about it. I'm rushing forward now. Baron von Fancy Hat has just jumped over the intervening obstacle onto the other side of that. And these guys are trying to catch up, but really I've got to catch someone. I think probably my best bet is Swash there. He's got a moonstone. I'm trying to kill him with the powder monkey or the monk. So let's see how that goes, or the friar I should say.
So have you finished all your actions?
I have one more, and that's Peggy, who hasn't done much during this game.
Peggy, we worked out. It's called Peggy because she's got a wooden leg.
She's got a wooden leg, and unfortunately that only means she moves 2 for a jog action, but then again she's got a moonstone, so that's how fast she'll move.
So she's an ideal candidate to give a moonstone to because it doesn't affect her at all.
Well, yeah, okay. So she's going to do an action of 2, so 2 up to there. Then 1 step, and then with the other one, she's going to go over the other side. So that's
nice.
Yeah, she's
Very
got
dexterous.
She's got 3 energy, so over she hops. And as you can see, I'm now desperately running over to Will's side of the board to try and grab a moonstone before he gets them all and runs off.
So now we've got a critical initiative roll. On this turn, you get no pluses.
All right, it is a normal roll off. This is turn 4.
Finally.
It's the last turn of the game. At the end of this turn, the person with the most moonstones will be the winner. Here we go.
5.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yes,
Not so
finally, I
good.
get the initiative.
Okay, Will gets to go first.
Right.
Don't you dare run.
He's going to run
Ah!
down here. 4.
You coward.
Cover. And then he's going to go another 3.
You utter coward. Look at him. You ever seen such a pitiful display?
He's got Moonstone. He's driven by a power that is beyond him.
Oh, yeah, the power of cowardice.
My Moonstone. You can't have it. It's man. Man. It's all man.
And one more time.
No, you always have to push it, don't you? It's man.
Okay, I've got to stop him. He's running off the board with the moonstones, and he must be stopped. Must be stopped. So I've got Peggy here. She hasn't done much during the game, but she's right up there now. And now she's
coming into her own. Somehow, peg leg and all, she's managed to get to the front. Yep. Including a very dexterous hop over this massive obstacle here. Good on you,
she
Peggy.
is going to spend 1 to shoot pistol.
Ah, she's got a pistol.
She does have a pistol. It's got a range of 8.
Who's she going to shoot?
This grub, of course.
The grub.
Scum.
Okay.
There he goes. Get the grub. Of course, I could get the creep, and you'd drop a if he dropped a moonstone, then it would be
I was hoping you wouldn't work that one out.
How many points has the creep got?
Creep hasn't been hit yet.
He's got 7. He's got the same as everyone else. Well, the grub. None of you guys have been hit.
Oh, I've been healing them using Beaky Bobby.
I'm going to go for the creep because he's a creep. He's a loser.
What the hell is he doing here?
I don't know.
He doesn't belong here.
Okay, Peggy's about to shoot. She needs a green card. Now, what of these cards am I going to play? What am I going to say? Am I telling the truth or am I bluffing? You never know in a game of Moonstone. So, I'm going to say, here it is. It's a green 2. What do you reckon, Will?
I reckon you're bluffing.
You reckon I'm bluffing, do you?
Oh, God, every damn time.
Are you absolutely sure?
You are bluffing.
No, I'm not.
Right, fine.
Yay!
Whatever.
So, oh, it's so tempting to do another one, but I haven't got the guts. Let's just do green 2. So that's 3 damage to you.
3 damage to the creep. Okay, he loses a cube.
Yay!
That's faintly irritating.
That's good. And then I'm going to spend her last 2 energy to reload her pistol.
Right.
So she can fire it again next turn.
Reload.
Not that there is going to be a next turn, unless, of course, we end up with the same amount of moonstones.
Right, so now it's my turn. So, guess what? Creep's going to run away.
Oh, stop it! Stop running away!
4.
Never seen such abject cowardice. Some people would call this strategy, I call it cowardice. Eric does free move. Oh, he's carrying a moonstone, so he can only move 2.
Can only move 2.
For
Groom the ego, plume the hat.
Plume the hat. He says, "That's a wonderful hat you're wearing, sir. I'm sure you have no problem shooting a pistol into the back of that grub."
So, what amounts to point blank range.
That's a free move.
Even you, sir, could do a shot like that.
And he's got 1 left over. He'll do a little step closer. I just want to be a bit closer to you, sir.
Because you're so wonderful with your plumed hat.
Yes. So that means the target noble gains 2 energy. So Baron von Fancy Hat will have 2 extra energy. So tell me, will you be running this turn?
First, I'm going to pick up this cube, which is within 1 inch of me.
No, it's
okay. I'm going to do a move.
That's 1 energy.
Right. Then I'm going to pick it up.
Yes.
That's another energy.
Yes.
Right.
That's all your energy.
No, it isn't. I've got 4. Then I'll move
4?
1. Yes, 4. I just got healed. And then I'll do my free move.
Oh, I can see the audience of YouTube just going, what do you call this?
You call this a snatch and grab. You call this when the dice fell on the table, there were 2 that were only on level 1 on my side.
Yeah.
Right? So I thought, well, I've got to grab him and run.
Yeah.
And look, don't call him too much of a coward because he was here and he put his moonstone down, did a portal, attacked you, and then came back.
Well, yeah, that's
and
true.
Grabbed it. So he's not a coward. He may be a grub, but he's not a coward.
Don't you disrespect me.
That's right. Don't diss my characters.
But, I do feel like a bit of, argy-bargy hand-to-hand combat would be good at this point, but you're just all running.
Yeah, well, okay. You can accuse me of trying to win. I'll take that.
Yeah, I do. I accuse you of kind of trying to win.
I'll accept that accusation. I am trying to win this game. What I should have been doing was not trying to win and just demonstrate all of the card systems, particularly the melee system, which we've only done once. But, I'm sorry, my instincts just cut in. I saw the opportunity. I had to go for it.
Yeah. And I think this just basically proves the old adage, never play a game with will. Let's just consider for a moment the quandary that I'm in. It's quite disturbing because look at them.
It's a veritable dilemma.
Yeah, they're there. They're all running. Now, all of these guys, everyone here has a moonstone except for Beaky Bobby. This guy's got a moonstone over there. He's running off down the edge of the forest.
Just behind the cover of the forest here.
Yep. So here are my guys way back here, and you're just running off with the moonstones. I'm just hoping if I can get as much fire as possible into the back of this grub.
Yeah, it's basically shoot the grub in the back is the strategy.
Yeah. So,
I hope that you could kill the grub with enough bullets in the back.
kill the grub! Kill the grub!
Nothing like shooting a running man in the back, or in this case, a running grub.
So, Baron von Fancy Hat.
He's a goblin wizard, I should point out. Let's pay him some respect. He's not just any old centipede.
Baron von Fancy can do a free move up to 2.
Here he comes.
There.
Oh, God, this table looks fantastic. I mean, I've got to say, look at the looming, horrific tower over there. It's got a great loom to it.
It does have a loom. So that's 1. Then I've got 2 step moves to go 2. Like that.
Here they come.
And then I've got 1 left to do a shot.
And he's going to shoot. Oh, look at that. He's lined him up.
I think I'm going to say that's a free shot.
Oh, for sure.
Thank you. Okay, so...
Is it in range, though?
Oh, gee, I really, really hope it is. It's got a range of 8 inches.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Yes, it is. Fantastic. Let's go for the shot. So, Baron von Fancy Hat is taking a shot at the retreating back of the grub, and he is playing a blue 1.
Fine.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you what that was.
Right.
That's a blue 1. Thank you very much. That is 2 impact damage.
Right, okay. So he takes 2 in the back. Causes him to lose a cube. I figured with 1 damage it didn't really matter that much.
I know.
On the last turn of the game.
Help me!
What also he didn't know is that I had a 1, 2 and 3 blue in my hand.
Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, because we looked at the deck just then, and there are 3 1s, 2 2s, and 1 3 of each colour.
Yes,
deck,
it's critical to know that.
It's good to know.
It's very important to know when assessing a bluff.
Yeah, it is your go, Will.
All right.
Doug the Flatulent has done very little, and he's one of your best combat dudes.
Yes, he is. Can I leave the board?
No. Just stand there.
All right, well, he'll go...
Big Flatulent.
Oh, he can only go 2. Oh, he can only go 2, actually, can't he?
Okay, Flintlock. Oh dear, he's a long way away.
And the only thing he can hit has no cube and has got a man in between.
Yeah, this is not good. He's got 3, and he's got to reload.
And that's it. Game over.
Hold on, I've still got Friar Flavius and Powder Monkey.
What are they going to do?
Okay, you win. Okay, I have to admit, as I hate to say this, that was well played. You got that extra Moonstone and then just off you ran.
And I have to say this, if you played this game on a different terrain board, with possibly, maybe with less terrain, and maybe a harder surface, because this is a bit spongy, when you drop the Moonstones, they might have scattered more. They were very limited because they scattered, but they hit these terrain, so they were all in this... Yeah. Basically, they were all on this square.
Well, you can ask for a mulligan, so you can drop them, and either player can ask to do it again, which we didn't do because we thought, that's okay. They're all pretty much in the middle. That's one of the things with any game that has a mechanic where you drop things on the board from a distance. It totally depends on the surface you're dropping them on, obviously. So they can, and it does make a difference. I mean, that's a big random thing in the game, and really, that's the only issue I have with this game is the randomness of that and whether it can change the game. But then again, this isn't supposed to be a super serious game. This is a fun...
No. Well, the other way you could do it, if you want to be really boring, you could just line them up in a line in the middle and it would be a full-on stoush.
Yeah, sure, if you want to do that.
If you wanted to see a lot more melee combat, that would be the way to do it.
But
or put them all in a clump in the centre.
Oh, no.
That's the Hunger Games version.
Moonstone, the Hunger Games.
Moonstone Games.
Yeah. But that's on. What do you think of Moonstone?
That's great.
That's the first time you played it?
It's got all... Yeah, it is the first time. Of course it's the first time I played it. Wasn't that obvious? But it's got all the benefits of playing a really great, visually wonderful figure game. Like, for instance, Eldorado or Wrath of Kings, or I could name half a dozen others if I could remember them. All of which we've done videos of, which are a million times more complicated. This is great. It's simple. It's only got this many rules. Right?
Yeah.
It's not even 2 pages.
And even though, obviously, as normal, all the characters have their own special abilities and everything, it's very easy to remember that a particular character does a particular thing or specialises in a particular thing.
It is. It's actually very easy. So these, you've obviously made these, but the core game comes with some equivalent.
Oh, it has a card. It just doesn't have to spell out all the things in that way.
Well, these things aren't that hard to make if you've got any sort of graphic design ability like Peter has, but obviously there's a bit of effort involved in that, actually a significant amount of effort. But even without that, once you've played it a couple of times, you'll remember that the creep has vitality draw and incubus and it's got a range of 8. If you played it 2 or 3 times, if we'd played this game 3 times today, I'd have memorised all their abilities by now.
Yeah.
And it'd be a very free-flowing game. It'd be very quick. Because there's not a lot of mucking about. It's alternate turns, and there's not much you can do. You can only move 4 and then 1 inch and attack and stuff. So it's great. It's really fast. It's really fun. It's not taking itself too seriously. The characters are amusing. They've got excellent abilities. They've got special things like ankle biter and also I love this. Beaky Bobby's special melee upgrade on a thrust is take your medicine.
Well, it's kind of unusual to have a miniatures game. It's got a sense of humour.
They're often very pie-faced. I mean, Eldorado has a sense of humour in a very sick and twisted kind of a way.
Yeah.
This is, and obviously we've played it in this setting, which has probably added to the sick and twistedness of it. I mean, look at here we are in Lambeth.
Well, usually it's a more kind of verdant, fairy kind of
green.
Sorry, I was looking. Green villages kind of things, but no, you can have graveyards and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't affect the game. But I just like the feel of it. It's really nice to play a game which has a sense of humour, and also the bluffing element is just funny.
That's a great mechanic.
Yeah, as soon as you put in bluffing,
that is a great mechanic, and the combat mechanic too, where you can where you've got to compare these cards and you can multiply by having the same one in your hand. That's really clever. We didn't get too many opportunities to demonstrate that because I spent the whole game running away in order to win. But it's a very clever system.
Yeah, and it's the only combat system I've seen in a game where you actually say that I'm doing a rising strike and
cut. It's great. It's really good. So I'm looking forward to playing this again. I think it's a cracker of a game.
Yeah,
I might even buy it so I can put it on my shelf and desperately try to find someone to play it with who doesn't live in another country.
I hope you do, because if you buy more figures, and the figures are all lovely, I've got to tell you.
They're great figures.
There's fairies and giants and all lovely figures, and they're all really, really nicely designed, have a lot of character. And I think someone told me that the designer actually just calls them what he thinks of when he makes them. So obviously he designed the Baron and just thought, well, he's got a fancy hat, let's call him Baron Von Fancy Hat, which is lovely and very easy to remember.
Makes you wonder about, of course, Doug the Flatulent. He's riding on a dog.
Yeah,
a very flatulent dog.
Yeah. So I highly recommend Moonstone. I hope you've enjoyed watching this playthrough of the game.
I echo that recommendation. It's a great game.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And also, this is quite a small publisher, so I think it's fantastic to support small publishers, especially when they're making tabletop miniatures games that are a little bit different. And making great miniatures and different rule sets. Go and support them. It's worth it. I mean, there are so many wonderful tabletop miniatures games out there. You can play the big ones and enjoy them. I do too, but it's also good to play some of the smaller independent publishers.
Have the box for a minute.
Here it is.
So this is the game, right? It's not coming in a big coffin box with billions of pieces of plastic and all that
you
sort of stuff.
get 8 miniatures in this starter set.
8 miniatures and a set of rules, and assuming that you're presupposing that you have any kind of terrain. It doesn't have to be this elaborate. I mean, we do go over the top because, as Peter said, somebody comes over here to see him regularly and complains there isn't enough terrain, so he keeps making more. He's got oceans of terrain, but you could play this on a straightforward green studio cut mat.
Yes, and it's only 3x3, so it's a small area. Yeah. Let me also show you the new campaign book for Moonstone called The Arising. This was their latest campaign on Kickstarter. They brought out a whole lot of new figures, some of which you've seen in this battle report, but this campaign book is great as well. It's got some rules and clarifications and things in it. It's also got a huge section on campaigns, and there's a set of cards that come with this for running your Moonstone campaigns. There's a description of all the new miniatures and everything they do with artwork and stats and the whole bit.
It's a beautifully produced book.
Really, really nice book. There's a heap of stuff here for your new campaign. There's also a whole lot of scenarios in here as well. So if you're into Moonstone, I think this is a no-brainer. You want to get the Rising as well. Anyway, we've raved about Moonstone. Obviously, you can tell that we love it. I hope you've enjoyed watching this battle report. This is the Esoteric Order of Gamers. There's a website called orderofgamers.com. Go along and visit it because you'll find more than 400 rule summaries and reference sheets, all professionally designed for games, including one for Moonstone. Go and download it, print it out, laminate it, keep it in your box, and you'll find it really handy for playing your games.
Next time you pull the game out, no flicking through the rulebook, just read the rule summary. Takes 5 minutes.
I'm also on Twitter all the time, Facebook and Instagram, and there's a Patreon channel if you choose to support me. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for playing, Will.
My pleasure, Peter. I really enjoyed that one.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.